North is an air traffic management academy, and we are celebrating 20 years this year. We have more than 300 customers, and we have trained more than 10,000 students during these 20 years.
Compliance by design means to us that quality is not just a check at the end, it is actually built in to the value-adding chain of our training services, from capturing customer requirements to developing them, planning them, and actually delivering them. We have a proven track record over almost 2 decades now of working together with our competent authorities across Europe, established good regulations, relations, as well as good working procedures that are trusted to safeguard the compliance.
You could say the process is very structured, but it's also very collaborative. And regardless of whether we're training ATCOs, flight information specialists, or ATSEPs, we have to start at the same place. What are the operational needs of the customer? That might involve the number of participants, an assessment of the operational environment, and their specific timeline. But once we have all that information, then we can move very quickly from the planning stage to the training delivery stage. We use the simulated training environment to mirror as closely as possible the environment that the customer operates in on a daily basis. Might involve us adapting the airspace, procedures, scenarios to suit the individual needs of the customer and make it as realistic as possible. And that gives the student a huge advantage too. So once they move on from initial training to their unit training, it's familiar to them, both the airspace, if we have adapted, and the procedures involved. And that, of course, makes them much more comfortable in a stressful environment. In practical terms, flexibility and capacity mean that we're able to scale up with the customer. It might involve us having to add more sim positions and recruit more instructors. It might involve us having to run day shifts and afternoon shifts. We might have to run extra groups in parallel. But of course, with all that, we're able to adjust to suit the customer's timeline.
Well, online can mean many different things depending on past experience. For many, it's just e-learnings, but for us, it's a little bit more. It could be self-paced learning, but it can also be in combination to meet instructors, peers, and others to discuss real-world examples in connection to the theory that we train.
We should be able to look into the future and see what is necessary going forward. And that means that we need to understand the new generation, to understand what is their expectations, how do they learn. We would also need to understand the technological development to be a trustworthy partner also in the future for our partners and customers.